Okay, this is a narrative that may be a poem. An atheist chaplain and a death row inmate. David Morse, an atheist chaplain, Philip Hancock's a death row inmate. Hancock's death sentence brought them together for a year as Hancock awaited execution. Both men were atheists, and their discussion involved why we're here. What if anything comes next? No jailhouse Jesus for Hancock, determined for those to find God while incarcerated in prison. He actually entered prison as a Christian in 2004 and, and found non-belief along the way until his death in 2023. Morse grew up as a Methodist in Haley, Idaho, and after becoming an existentialist, but leanings to Buddhism, still sought a spiritual purpose and became a chaplain in 2022. The article that I read about their story was inspirational about how these two men bonded, searching for meaning as Hancock accepted his fate. It showed two men working hard together to find meaning without relying on a super or divine being. And Hancock seemingly did find meaning as he accepts his fate and was executed on November 30th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Inspirational and interesting tale, to be sure, but I'll stick with God. And today, all of the television is New Hampshire and Donald Trump. That brought me back to a book that I wrote in the middle of his presidency, called "The Trump Files," and it started out with an older poem. Donald Trump. Maybe I'm not the only person who hates Donald Trump. In today's New York Post column, Cindy Adams, writing about Henry Hudson, described he he sailed up this river and, like Trump, right away named the thing after himself. At the top of my hill, there is the Donald Trump State Park, Indian Hill section, and there is nothing there, only a closed gate. Trump's company had bought land years ago, hoping to rezone down from 4 acres and build condos, but the locals fought him and fought him and fought him. So finally, he gave it up and gave it to New York State with the stipulation that it be named after him. Big signs went up on the highway, bigger than the exit signs, and he took his tax write-off and went home, but there was only a locked gate. I wonder if he will rename hell when he gets there. And then, as you probably know, with all of the litigations about Trump, that he is one of the ones that's coming up this week is he's going back to his trial for covering up his relation with Stormy, the porn person. And that led me to one line poem, the only one they ever wrote. Stormy fucked him once, and now she's fucking him again. And then I'll close with my Trump poems on page 42 of the book. The Low Life. The wisdom of my old neighborhood, one of the worst things anyone could be called was a lowlife. Lowlife brags about sexual conquest, demeaning women in a process, shows little a respect for those in the armed forces while never having served themselves, weasels out of contracts, obligations, and responsibilities, constantly brags and overstates accomplishments, attacks personally any who disagree with him. The lowlife in the White House thought that attaining power and some wealth would gain him respect. He was wrong. Thank you for putting up with my rants today.